Greetings, everyone. My name is Shanice, and I am so happy and grateful to be here today to share a message with you as we both move and ascend. This message is going to tie in beautifully with my series, Movements Towards Spirituality. And I am so happy and grateful that our minds have aligned on this very message. I am happy and grateful that you have visited me to receive something that will resonate in what we might call an ascension period where we're all ascending. By chance, by coincidence, is not something that I'll be using today. This very message was meant for you at this right time, and I believe it to be so, and I hope you receive it. Thank you. What we're going to be talking about today ties directly into the Movement Towards Spirituality series that I've started here. And the title of this topic is geared towards and serviced through the most beautifully depiction of spiritual ascension in the Celestine Prophecy. I read the book and I watched it on YouTube, and I highly recommend you do too. You won't be disappointed. In today's clip, I will go over the insights found throughout the Celestial Prophecies. And there won't be any spoilers, but I want to give you the format of what the insights are. The spoiler or no spoiler would only mean at the end of the insights that you share, the question should be, what's next? And that's up to you and up to me to find out what's next. As a student, I love taking notes, so I will be reading from my book. I take notes in church. I take notes in relationships. I take notes in friendships. I take notes in movies. This movie was like maybe an hour or so, or 2 hours. And I just took time to pause each moment that really spoke to me to get to where we are today. So as I go over these insights, I really want to share with you that, as we say, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Spirituality is in the vessel of whoever has the right time frame, the right mindset to receive it. And I hope that's you today. So as I go through each insight, if there's any question, any thought, share with me. I'm always happy to engage. The first insight, it says, we are discovering again that we live in a deeply mysterious world full of sudden coincidences and synchronistic encounters that seem destined. You and I meeting here today is a synchronistic encounter. But to give you a better example, have you ever seen those numbers 444, 555, 1212? Those are synchronistic encounters in numerology. Pay attention. Number 2. As more of us awaken to this mystery, we will create a completely new worldview, redefining the universe as energetic and sacred. In order to get to the energetic and sacredness of our universe, which is really our universe, understanding of self as it relates to the divine, it really allows us to search for the mystery. They say, seek and ye shall find. Number 3. We will discover that everything around us, all matter, consists of and stems from a divine energy that we are beginning to see and understand. Those synchronistic encounters are going to happen once you begin to look after this video. Trust me. And even before, I hope for you. And the reality is that it's coming from a divine source. That's the main point in number 3, in the third insight. That it's bigger than ourselves. Keep that in mind. With that perspective in mind, we can see that humans have always felt insecure and disconnected from the sacred source, and have tried to take energy by dominating each other. This struggle is responsible for all human conflict. Think about it. In relationships, friendships, at work, at home, what you see when there's conflict is maybe people are trying to overpower people. People are trying to control one another. And the full understanding is letting go of control allows us to move more freely, or allows us to be more in tune with one another. And I've experienced it myself. So it is only that this perspective that I now see is not just starting with my own family and my system, but it's humanity. We're all going through it. Number 5, the only solution is to cultivate a personal reconnection with the divine, a mystical transformation that fills us with unlimited energy and love, extends our perception of beauty, and lifts us into a higher self-awareness. This one, number 5, is already a special number. But once we realize that we have been in an insecure space as perception, and that because of our insecurity, we have tried to control one another, that's the outcome of the insecurity, then we find that there's a solution. I love that the insights give us solutions, right? So with the solution, it says that once we shift away from the insecurity that led us to wanting to control one another, we then move into using our eyes to see beauty in a different way. Not just the physical, she looks good, he looks good, but beauty in all things. And once you see that, once you witness yourself seeing that, it is one of the most fascinating things ever. If you've already experienced this, being so present in the moment that you see the beauty, a different kind of beauty, it's just like, oh, I love it. And also that energy, that beauty is stemming from a place of love. Number 6. In this awareness, we can release our own pattern of controlling and discover a specific truth, a mission that we are here to share, which helps us evolve humanity towards this new level of reality. So each individual person letting go of such control and having the perception that that's what was happening to us, that we were insecure, so we wanted to control. But once we let go of that, each individual person, that energy then extends and expands to everyone else around you. So it's like a ripple effect to where our world starts to change because we begin to change, you and I right here. And we pass this message on to the next person, and they then begin to change. Number 7. In pursuit of this mission, we can discover an inner intuition that shows us where to go and what to do. And if we make only positive interpretations, brings a flow of coincidences that opens the doors for our mission to unfold. Number 7 is my lucky number. And this one is right where individually as a person, I am really fine-tuning this part of the work, this self-work, this shadow work in myself. And I'll share more in another video about that personal work. But the key focus is we can be guided intuitively if we choose to see the good. We can be guided on what to do, when to do it, how to do it, if we choose to interpret everything with the eyes that see it as good. That is profound. But I'm going to share with y'all why that takes a lot of work. And it's a mission that we're on to get there. Number 8, When enough of us enter this evolutionary flow, always giving energy to the higher self of everyone we meet, we will build a new culture where our bodies evolve to even higher levels of energy and perception. That's profound to me, y'all. And it's profound to me because number 7 is where my work is, to interpret things as good. I understand where the trauma was, and I understand that being a disease. And then moving forward is the choice to see things as good, the choice to interpret things as good leads to a certain flow, right? That evolves us to our higher self. But not only our higher selves, but the higher self in everyone we meet. And number 9, in this way, we participate in the long journey of evolution from the Big Bang to life's ultimate goal. And here's the goal: to energize our bodies generation by generation until we walk into a heaven we can finally see. These insights are guiding us towards a mission, and that mission is, in my words, a heaven on earth. Hell and heaven starts here. Those were the 9 insights, and I am so happy and grateful that you stayed with me. Drop in the comments any insight that you got from this or what resonated with your spirit. Take the good, interpret it as good. It was my pleasure to be here with you. I hope to see you soon. My next videos will share more about how I work towards each insight individually. See you again.